up? Hello. What up? Good evening. Hi, Abby, Lazy, and Yeti. How are you all? Ah, hi, Sam. Everyone's colours looks different on my OBS screen for some reason. Oh well. I'm vibing, doing good. Let's go. Yeah, I'm playing Genshin because I have drops enabled, meaning you guys can earn rewards as well. Yeah, I got rewards up. I feel like I'm... If you hear gnome, it's me lurking. Midnight's not yet. It's not even midnight though. Hello, Finn. Welcome everyone. What's this? So so they Genshin they announced their new characters, and oh god, the reaction that I had was incredibly it was a very down bad reaction. I won't deny it. Because they announced that next version is Alhaitham. Do you know, I'm surprised that Genshin didn't win more at the awards. I am really surprised. Like, they won one, but the other one that they didn't win, the mobile game category, it went to Marvel Snap, which is the last game I expected to win. Like, I'd understand Apex Mobile. I'd understand, like, Diablo, maybe. Yeah, no, I'm surprised purely because of how many people... Yeah, exactly. Like, are that many people actually play Marvel Snap? Because I don't hear anyone talk about it. No one talks about it. So why would that one be the one to win? At all. You know? It just does not make sense. The players... Exactly, Marvel Snap. No one's fucking heard of it. I didn't even know it was a thing until I saw it nominated. Might it be a Chinese market thing? I doubt. No, because the thing is, you compare that to the popularity of Genshin. And, like, I feel like the Game Awards is a very Western thing, and because it's all popularity vote, who's voting for that? Hi, Kobes. Hi. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's like Arena Free Battle Royale game that was apparently very popular back in 2019. It came out in 2019, which makes it even more... That shit has to have been rigged. Like, that category, it had to have been rigged. Like, I could understand even maybe Tower of Fantasy being, like, voted to spite the Genshin fans. That I could... Oh my god, there's a chest right there that I've not gotten. How? I can understand Tower of Fantasy maybe even, like, somehow guessing it because people don't want Genshin to win, so they vote for the next best thing, you know? But... Marvel Snap? It just doesn't make sense.
Shine down. Take it easy. There is no escape.
Marvel and people yeah, maybe.
Curiosity.
But like when it's against other games like Diablo, and fucking Apex, then I have questions, you know? It just doesn't make sense to me, but hey ho, what can you do? Okay, back to doing my daily commissions. I love how today I was like, I'm gonna finish that drawing because I am like very close. Imagine some leaks the wrong mats for a character. Oh, I need to defeat you. You're the commission.
Solidify.
Illusion shattered. Gotcha.
A Yao Yao go bonk. I mean, not Yao. I actually can't believe I called her fucking Yao Yao. Yao Yao's been on the front of my mind since they announced her. It's like, oh my god, I want her, but I also want Alhaitham. And the thing is, they're gonna absolutely... Oh my god, no, I've already completed that. They're gonna absolutely cripple me because... because I don't think I have... Yeah, I'm fighting Scaramouche weekly, but I'm also trying to crown Nahida, and therefore, I do not have any materials! I don't have any puppet strings, I don't have anything else, because I'm trying to triple crown her, but I know that when Alhaitham comes out, I'm gonna want to also triple crown him. So it's like, what do I do? I lose! I absolutely lose! There we go. Yeah, I lose. I'm gonna be stuck grinding materials. And knowing my luck, considering the thing it happened with Layla, where she needs the exact same materials as Nahida. Speaking of which, I need to farm. Is it today? Oh my god, I can farm it today. Layla is apparently really good, yeah, but I don't use her because I have Zhongli for shielding. I could, but I just don't have any space for her on my main team, but I probably could use her with Klee and Ganyu, perhaps. Hello, Seth! Hello! Oh, pacifist characters are dealing big damage. Yeah, my... like, fucking Raiden Shogun... I love this tier. It's like... Dendro Archon. Geo Archon. Electro Archon. Just some Leo person. I'm spooked, it's been so long yet you still remember. Of course! How could I not? How could I forget? Because the thing is, we did talk a lot on Queenie's server, so obviously I'm not going to forget you that easily. Yeah, hello. It's been a while. How are you doing? Okay, that was 2 commissions there, 1 here. Ooh, that's good to hear. Yeah, I've been also doing good. I've been kind of going away at the streamer grind, you know? Basically streaming almost every day. Gonna disappear for a while, see what happens. Oh no! I think this one is the one with the... you guys. Yep.
Busted. Things are about to get done.
And then I do this, and then I get funny reactions and big numbers. Easy. Easy game. Easy. Get clowned on. Get shit on. You absolute clown-ass motherfuckers. These sumo dailies are so much easier. Yeah, they're so fast. I love them. Because, like, they're just absolutely zooming. I love it. It's so fast. Hello, doctor. I'm here to get my daily Primogems. What is it? What would you like? What materials? Sure. 3 scarabs. Oh boy, luckily I found some scarabs. The doctor isn't that doctor. I need to move my mouse, my cables around. There we go. Hey, I need to do this, then I can finally start on the Archon quest, hopefully. And maybe also actually, when is Alhaitham gonna drop? He's gonna drop next patch. Probably at the start of the patch, because that's typically how they do it. One thing I hope, though, is I hope him and Yao Yao are together. Because that makes it easier to get Yao Yao constellations. Yeah, time to save. Yeah. I think I'm on like 10 pity at the moment. I need to check. I think I'm on 10 pity because I did a 10 pull for to get 1 copy of Layla. F3? F3. History. Yeah, Layla. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm at 15 pity. Okay. Epic.
Boats are made for transferring.
Last in Welcome Moon number 47. I wish. I want Welcome Moon so bad, but I just can't afford to spend in this game, you know? It sometimes be like that. Because I need to save for more important stuff. I just know one or the other of the characters are going to be good for my Nilu team. Yeah, because, yeah, Yao Yao is Dendro, and I imagine, like, it's just my prediction, but I imagine she will be, like, considering she's, like, a Leo character, and Leo characters typically, like, really, really good supports, I imagine she's going to be an amazing, like, well-rounded support to the level of, like, Yunjin, you know? Because, like, the thing is, that's how Dendro characters have more or less seemed to play it already. Like, Dendro as an element feels a lot like Hydro, where they both rely so much on, like, just being support elements. And honestly, I don't mind that. Ironic, because Earth is the foundation that supports the rest of the elements. Yeah, I find that really cool, really. Oh, dude, I like those I found hot. I do that too, that's the thing. Like, it's either children I want to protect or, wow, they are kind of hot. With the exception being Yelan, because I technically didn't pull for her, the person who hacked my account did. Like, let's see my 5 stars.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Please. Please.
But where?
Please. Shut up. Shut up. Alright, let's see. Yeah, Nahida, daughter, I want to protect. Zhongli, hot as fuck. Raiden, Raiden I actually just wanted because I only pulled for her because I wanted to lose 50-50, but I didn't. And then I did a 10 roll after her and got Kuching, and so yeah, I got a guarantee after that. Ready for Zhao Banner. And then Yelan, my hack pulled. Zhao I pulled for because I love him. Ganya I pulled for her because I love her. Klee I pulled for her because precious daughter. Chi-Chi.
1, 2, breathe.
Chi-Chi, you know, standard banner. Yai Miko, I have been waiting for her for so long, and I was like, you know what, I'm getting her. Kuching, standard banner. Ayaka, I wanted to lose 50-50. Mona, standard banner. Standard banner. Standard banner. Fuck you.
Huh?
You dare interrupt his speech. I will interrupt his speech any day. But yeah, yeah, the only ones who I didn't mean to pull, but you know what? Like, the thing is with these two, I was like, yeah, I don't know, these 3 rather. I was like, Actually, no, it was just these two in particular that's like, I don't know how I'm gonna slot them into my team. Yelan in particular, I was like, I don't know how to slot her into my team, you know? Oopsie daisy. Yeah, no, I was struggling for so long. How do I slot her into my team? I never could figure it out. But then, Precious Daughter came out. I don't use Xingqiang now. The thing is, I never did want to, like, build him. I never cared to build him at all. Like, here he is. He's all the way here. I never really cared to build him up. And so I guess it was just stroke luck that the guy who hacked my account pulled for her because, sure, she's really strong. Fun Hu Tao support, yeah. But it's like also I now have her for Hu Tao support, I have her for Hu Tao support. You build all your characters? I fucking don't. I did build Kole, and I was going to, like, you look at this, I was ready to ascend her. Except for this thing, right? I was going to ascend her, but then Nahida turned out to be, like, really good, and I also actually really wanted her. Like, she's so cute. Actual... Whoa! I just realized there's a reflection. That's cool. It's like... Oh, she's got, like, a little fairy motif, I feel. It's cute. It's so cute. Hello, Mono! I think I... Do I have any... Oh, I do have some 4-star materials. Playing this game soon? I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah. Okay, so, like, the fact that Nahida has those ears, the same as... that... Have a good one in the chat. Good night, Yeti! Okay, so, like, I need to see her ears properly. It's not same as Klee, I guess. Like, Klee's... I guess it's probably just the shader.
So heavy.
I guess it's probably just the shader. But Klee's ears do look different. It's hard to tell.
So
But I do wonder, like, what is Klee? Why does she have pointed ears? And what is Alice, you know? Does Yai Miko have human ears? Yeah, elves or something. Because, like, it is in
Every journey has its final
one of the voice lines that that they are no, it wasn't in one of the voice lines, it was in the summer event where they were like where Alice says, Klee, me and you are from a race that's like blessed with longevity. I remember that. So it makes me wonder, oh, what is that race? Because, like, Klee is probably like a couple
Thank you.
like, she's probably like maybe 10, 11, but like has the body of like even younger, is my guess. Because Alice has been around since like seemingly the years of Khaenri'ah, or like just after Khaenri'ah, considering her backstory with Albedo. Okay. Have I fought you? No. Get over here. I'm gonna kick your ass. Ooh. This water is nice. One thing I find absolutely hilarious in the lore is that it's canonically proven that Alice is so much of a Giga Chad, she went up to the Fatui, I think it was like Piero or something. I can't remember which one it is with the split mask. But she went up to him and blew up his mask. And I love that. And it's also confirmed that Yelan, that her jacket was actually meant for the Saritsa, but she took it to get revenge against Pantalone. I love that. Was it profile? Voiceover.
The Fatui Harbinger? He helped me out once, unwittingly. I was planning a deep-reaching investigation into the former owner of the Yenshang tea house, but our Harbinger friend got to him first. He showed up demanding payment of his debt, and also exposed his accounting fraud, which got him thrown in
I
jail.
actually thought you were going to say
That
clean
made it
and you were from
very
a
easy for me
society.
to take over Yenshang tea house myself, and it's proven to be a very useful base. Once you get
Oh, that's the
accustomed to
chest.
spicy food, everything else tastes. The reason I'm willing exchanging clues are linked. Someone once warned me to be careful about digging up certain things from the past. Dig too deep, and you might find. Tell me something. If I'm gonna stay
I
around,
swear there was
what
a
kind of
voice
person
line
do you
about
want
it.
me to be to you? Someone you work with? The
Oh, there we go.
bracelet on my right hand? I suppose there's no harm in telling you. It contains a kind of magic. When I'm tracking a target, I like to put. Do you know much about weasel thieves?
No,
They're
I
not
swear
especially
she mentions
intelligent
it somewhere.
creatures. Some say the boss of Yenshang Tea House is a young entrepreneur who got rich
Society.
overnight.
So at that moment I knew I had to
Some
touch
say there's
grass.
a sickly and frail senior employee. Don't be too ready to believe people when they cross their heart and hope to die. Huh? What's that look on your face for? My physical.
Is it this one? Oh, wait, no, it'll probably be in her story, actually. There it is. Infiltrated. Piece of robe made from fur would be worth fortune. Such a robe. Died centuries ago. Body remained intact. Yeah, it was intended as an offer to the Saritsa, yet Yelan intercepted it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so she basically took this jacket from the Saritsa, that was meant for the Saritsa, and replaced all the fur. And I find that cool. Also, yeah, fun fact, the constellations are actually 3D, so if you, like, move it around, you actually get to see it. I find that also, like, really cool. There's, like, a lot of stuff that you find out in the game when you don't touch grass. Wait, you can't change the name? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, hello, Andreas. I'm here to beat you up again. You could just give me the parts, you know. We're not enemies or anything. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Phase 2. Get clowned on. Oh, I broke him. Man's just from more like Sino's worst ending. Hey, time to kick his ass.
Quietly.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Choo choo. Trash. I love doing big damage. Who says you need elemental mastery on her? I had Ayaka as my main DPS for the longest time. This weekly boss is literally the reason I changed. Oof, rip you, rip you. Yeah, it's also the reason I can't use Zhao against this boss. Because, yeah, for some reason, brain fart. What's the element called? Windy animal. Animal immunity. Death. Death. I'm not doing too bad in exploration. We don't pay attention to this though. Like we ignore that. It's like, oh, I'm not doing too bad, you know. Oh, I need to complete the chasm. There's probably so many primos just lying there. Okay, okay. I need to do this main stuff. Is that Kazuha's? Okay, I guess I'm doing Kazuha's quest.
Lovely and warm.
Oh, okay. I need to collect this. That's Kazuha's quest? Of all things? Sumeria exploration takes freaking ages and don't even get me. Oh my god, I just about finished the Aranara quest, but it's not even completely done because I've still got the Aranara book to complete, and then I also need to find the rest of the Aranaras in order to complete the chest room.
This realm.
Oh. No. I did not say that. No, Aranara. Because literally the Aranara quest takes longer than the main story quest. Like, that is disgusting. Like, I love Sumeru. But I hate the Aranara quest. Ooh, new furnishings. What? Ooh, interesting. I see, I see. New blueprints. Oh my god. I'll say 20 gigs later. Where do I start with the real game? I couldn't tell you, honestly. Oh, I did get my resin. Okay. Let me... memento gives off... Oh. Is this what you used to play music? Ah. Hi, Elise. Eat droppies! Droppies! Drops. need to how do you play the music?
If you ever...
Oh well, I need to also do this. Oh Jesus. Ay, 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 ay. Inazuma, that's where the quest is. I think. You probably need to teleport here. I was fortunate enough to get Wanderer first character with a jump ability. It didn't have Venti nor Kazuha. Not even Zhao. Although Zhao is kind of, I guess, pseudo jump, I guess. So yeah. But yeah, no, I don't have either. Either. I am also not going for Wanderer because I really, really badly want Alhaitham. I've been saving for him ever since I got Nahida. Ooh, Byakko Plains. Yeah, I'm basically on that primo grind. Yeah, I saw that I was AR22. Oh, have fun. Don't forget to check your mailbox for the primos from the Game Awards. What's in Battle Pass? What? Oh, there's still 20 gigabytes to go. Oof. Good luck.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma.
Yeah, I forget
So
Inazuma
many
exists.
things have
Because
happened since
it's
then.
just an ocean away, you know? As if in the blink of an eye, there have been many memorable events.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Wait a moment.
What's up?
Oh. Be careful. I'm gonna clown on you.
Hey, what the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? All right, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Easy.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all? Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
That sword looks cool.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them.
Inazuma's an interesting area because it's, especially when you look at it compared to Sumeru, and just, it's interesting to see how no one was complaining about like character name pronunciations. No one was complaining about character outfits, any of that. No one complained about any of that until Sumeru. It's funny. It's very, very funny. And like I find it hilarious, and I feel like I can say this because I am a part I am a part of the area that Sumeru is based off. Yeah. Me and you with our ethnicities. Like, yeah, it's very interesting. No one complained. Like, the thing is, like, oh, you'd like, oh, you should say them with their names, like, properly. Like, I see so many people going on about, like, Tainari's name, and it's like, oh my god, give it a fucking rest. Them wacky ethnicities.
No, wait! Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
It's the French R, but I could care less. Exactly, it's like, just enjoy your fucking video game. Okay, why are you so fucking pressed for? It's... how chronically online do you have to be to care about this shit? Come on.
That's none of your business.
Like, God forbid, if you're so worried about skin tone, never watch Bollywood TV, because the amount of, like, white skin, light skinned people you see there, you will have an aneurysm if you care so much about skin tone.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
They have to be even more brown, because, as we all know, skin color is the only thing that makes those people special and unique. Dear Lord, the talking Dory. Exactly. Like, because there's two camps where, like, people are like, oh, she's a perfect representation of, like, clothing in the Ottoman Empire. And people are like, no, she's so stereotypical of clothing of the Ottoman Empire. And it's like, make up your mind. And at the same time, don't forget, it's not meant to be a one-to-one. It's meant to be inspiration. It's not a one-to-one, so why are you so pressed for? Get over it. It's a video game. Yeah, don't worry, hon. I can tell you're being ironic. Like, all you need to do is you just look at the Archon quest. And also, there was people who were, like, complaining about the lack of skin tone from the people who are in the rainforest area, where they've made it very, very clear that it's the desert dwellers that have, like, the darker skin and all that, and the people who live in the rainforesty area, the forest area of Sumeru, they have lighter skin. Have people not realized that? Why are they so pressed? Just take a few brain cells, think for a moment, and stop being so pressed by the love of God. Or so Shogun Samurai Rouge person. Ah yes, I thought you went to bed.
Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Couldn't agree more.
Right?
Africa when? I think that's gonna be Natlan. The fire region.
Kazuha to a duel, he won't be able to beat him.
I don't know. It's very much like wait and find out, I guess.
Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back. Oh? What kind of hunch?
I think the guy may have a special connection to Kazuha.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
You screw that, I ain't sharing the ones I got left. I do wonder what is Natlan going to be like, because we only saw that one character with, like, it very much does seem maybe like a volcanic region, so I wonder where. Like, where will they take inspiration from? Because my brain immediately goes to perhaps Polynesian culture, perhaps? I don't know. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Or just, maybe, because what other places are, like, very volcano, fire, heat type? Because the only other place I think of when it comes to volcano, I think Japan has a lot. But we've already got Inazuma. So it's like Hawaii is the only other place that comes to mind. So perhaps it's going to be, like, centered around there, but we won't know till after Fontaine, which is going to be French people. Oh, God. Not the French. I don't think we're going to get more islands, are we? I don't think so, because what we know is that Fontaine is, like, it borders on, Liyue, I think. So it's going to be probably around here, this area-ish. And expand out. But, like, you look at, like, where the borders of the map are. Sumeru has hit its border here. Sumeru's hit its border here, so this is, like, the left side of the map, and if we go like all the way down here, find out what's at the bottom here, we've got this very corner. Like this corner here is filled. This is all just empty space. Nothing else is going to appear here unless maybe like a little bit of land here for Sumeru. Nothing else here, but yeah, it's all just going to kind of, I guess, go upwards from here, because like what we've seen from like when we like go to the desert, there's like that whole massive sandstorm over in this area, so I can't wait. Wasn't there like full map or something somewhere? That was fan made, I think, but it did look cool. So yeah, there's gonna be like a new area that comes out here, and then maybe they'll finish off Sumeru by having like an area here, or maybe this will also connect to Fontaine. Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna be.
Boats are
That's
made
my
for
guess.
transferring
Shut up.
commodity.
Fun fact, as she falls, you can also hear the melody. Who knows, maybe Fontaine will be like the archipelago. When I think of Fontaine, I think of the other kingdom in Final Fantasy 15. That's what I think of, and I hope it is that. Oh god, I pressed F. There we go.
Hey! Hello?
That's what I think of
Do you know
anyway.
where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Oh no, what's Kazuha done?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered
Apple
the
Jello
harbor, we ran
Island.
into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha.
Like a better Mondstadt? Let me look up, what is it called? Because it was very cool to look at. What was it called? Altisha, that's it. Like, you look at Altisha and it's stunning. Let me see if I can... Nope. I don't know what that did. How do I remove that? Remove. Yes. I've lost the image. Why do you say there's a fucking web? Copy image. Edit. Why do you not let me paste? No. Yeah, I actually can't put it in the... Oh, that's annoying. Because it's such a cool design. Oh yeah, I can just do it like this. There we go. And then I do this. There we go. That's how I do it. Yeah, this is Altisha from Final Fantasy 15. This, for some reason, like I want Fontaine to be something like this. Yeah. I remember when I first saw it, my jaw, it dropped. And I feel like Avatar: The Way of the Water. Oh, I wish Fontaine could be something like this because it would be phenomenal. I already know it. Thanks, Seth. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Wait, let me click back into Genshin. There we go.
If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi
Rip the
Beach,
phone
Captain
use.
Beto had a great run there
Yeah,
too.
like
but
not
I don't see her getting this
not
kind of attention.
fully to that level, but like something along the lines of that where it plays off of like waterfalls around you, you know?
Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain.
Imagine the GP
She
storage
just
for it. Oh
laughs it off.
god. Genshin's gonna be massive.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did?
Probably not. I don't know. I hope there is waterfalls because the thing is, like even
I've
Leela
heard
has
bits
like a
and
fair few
pieces.
waterfalls.
Something about him
so
blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
gonna do it like back in P1. Well, not waterfall, but the style of buildings. And I'm gonna hold out hope. You could compare it to the technique Beto used to strike down Haishan.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission.
Ooh.
They said they had something important to discuss with him.
I can't wait to climb buildings looking for chests. I am already doing that in Sumeru.
I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Let's go.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
The Shogunate probably wants to show some goodwill. After all, the Ryan Shogun's mindset has changed. Yeah.
Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryo Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Let's go. But yeah, when it comes to my progress in Inazuma, Oh, why did my cam freeze? What? Why did my VTube Studio freeze? Hello? It's connected. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Sorry, Mom. Just looking for some precious and. Hold on. My phone is struggling for some reason. Let me close it and reopen it. Yeah, hello, Mono. He didn't miss much. I'm just doing some Sumeru, not Sumeru, Inazuma story stuff because apparently I need to do this. Why is it doing this? Let me turn off my VPN. Maybe that will fix it. Because my Genshin... Oh, yeah, there we go. It's my VPN. That's fixed it. Hello? Nope, it's still freezing. Oh god. Let me change my phone's to network connection. I know. The thing is, it's not even my phone crashing, it's my phone network being a bit buggy because it likes to do this. Best thing for IT guy. Okay, it should be fixed now. No, I need to reconnect my phone to the Wi-Fi. Reconnect. Use this IP. Give me the button to use this IP. Please, give me the button to use this IP. PP. You have 2 Wi-Fis in your house? Kinda. It's like a we have our Wi-Fi router and then we have the Wi-Fi extender. There we go. Let's see. If I move around, it should be fine. Hush. I'm good. There we go. Steal from your neighbor. Unfortunately, the password protected. Yeah, there we go. Should be fine now. Yeah, you didn't miss much, Mono. Just talking about what exactly I'd want Fontaine to look like. Oh. I shall hydrate. Got close to them, friend them for your own personal gains. I think they're like, Thing is, I'm like invisible on my street. Like everyone knows my parents, but they don't know me. They know of me, but I'm also like a full-on hermit. Shut up. Kazuha! Hello!
Oh? It's you.
I do not. No, I am the daughter.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaedahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate.
He must be like spooked.
Your hard work has secured for
Thing
us
is, they're
the
also
agreeable
like
state
new
of
neighbors
affairs
because
that
they
we now
moved in
enjoy.
recently.
Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply
Do you know the
grateful.
daughter in the house? I know. Of course I know her. She's me.
The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years.
Vienna, I am like, it's very old people living on my street, so it's like
The
I
Tri
don't.
Commission has made the recommendation to use
talk to
this
the people
opportunity
here.
to restore the honor of the Kaedahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaedahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I heard
In
a thing or
short,
two.
there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaedahara clan belonged to this class.
I know how that does feel even more sad if parents don't even remember giving you a present of life. Wait, sad, happy thoughts. I feel like I had a stroke reading that. I'm sorry, Mono.
But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaedahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaedahara clans was neither proper nor just.
The comma is important. The grammar and the spelling is also important.
Considering Mr. Kaedahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large.
Oh, that's nice.
However,
Kazuha
would
getting
I be
his.
correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice.
Well, I don't even use that in my mother's tongue. Oh,
With
you
the
know
Kaedahara
what?
clan's
Fair.
reputation and occupation restored, the Kaedaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaedahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words.
Man said no to modern toilets and rather take a dump in nature. Fair.
Should you accept this offer,
sure,
I imagine many of
Beto's
the
ship
malicious
has a
rumors
proper
currently
toilet.
circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaedahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
I remember some events with stomachache, so dire death exists.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion
What
or
language do you
stardom
think it
my
is when I
way.
talk? The first thing people in the internet reasons is similar to Hail Hydra. I don't fucking know.
But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
Ah.
This is
It's fine,
precisely
German's
why
not
I
a real
encourage you to
language.
give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider.
Hello, Happy.
In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment.
Hi. I
Well
stand
then,
the opinion of
what
German is
brings the
not
two of you here?
being a true language. You can't say much, Sam. You speak Dutch. Okay?
Yikes!
And
We
Dutch is
nearly
like a
forgot about
bootleg
the most
version of
important
German.
thing.
Why would such a
Never
dangerous
chose to speak
individual
Dutch.
be looking for me?
What about me as Norwegian? The thing is, I won't say a thing about Norwegian and Swedish or Finnish. Those ones I will not touch with a 7-foot pole. Speak more English than Dutch. Yeah, you know what? You're valid then. Do you have any siblings? Could it be someone you trained with under the same master?
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you.
Oh.
My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality.
The thing is, my main problem with German is the need for words like, what was it? Untoasted toast? What was the word, Appy? There were 2 words that we always made fun of you for. Ow. Oh, yep, there we go. And overmorrow. Well, no, that's just a word we make fun of you for saying in the first place because it's so fucking posh and no one says it. Wait, what? What does that translate to? Oh.
Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different
Well,
from the more
just
practical
remember,
ones typically used by samurai in battle.
German
So it's
is not
hard
a
to
real
imagine
language,
that
and
the
I refuse to
similarity
take
you
it
speak of was
seriously.
coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say, I am now
I
very
don't talk
curious
that
about
much
this
anymore in
matter,
game because of that.
and I will also
Oh.
need some time to consider your offer.
Then British is the Walmart Scottish. No, 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 don't, no. Yeti. Yes, you don't know what you're saying with that sentence, because God forbid. Because you talk to someone from Newcastle, then you talk to someone from Brighton, you're talking to 2 different languages right there. And then you talk to someone from Aberdeen, and then someone from the Highlands, you're talking even more 2 different languages right there. Yeah, Irish is so bad, because you go up to Dublin, and then you go down to County Cork. Ugh. Trying to say that the English and Scottish are anywhere. No. What you said, Yeti, is merely inaccurate. It is
I will first
baseless.
join the
It is
traveler in investigating
false.
the one who attacked her, then give you a
Because
conclusive
the
answer
Scottish
upon my
dialect and the...
return.
Actually, wait, no, that entire line just doesn't... Because... Okay, yeah. Fun fact, Yeti, Scotland is a part of Britain.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
The thing is, try to get someone who's decent at English, but not from the UK, or even someone from South England to talk to someone from, like, high North England. They're gonna have a breakdown. And never put a South Englander in front of a Scottish person, because they're gonna have even more of a breakdown.
Hey
You
there,
think you know the
I'd
English
like to
language?
ask you a
No, you
quick
don't.
question.
You don't understand it.
Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an
Kind of
honor
depends
to
on
finally
the
meet you
living
today.
vicinity of people what language evolved to. Yeah.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to
Gibberish.
recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information.
That's fucking weird.
Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of Mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that
How's he
price,
living the idle life he is?
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is
knows
looking for
reporters,
Mr.
yeah.
Kaidehara. But
Absolute
I wouldn't know
Chad.
where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads.
I
And
rest
thought
now.
you might have some
Okay, good
information
night,
from
Yeti.
different sources.
Thank you for being here.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryo Commission would absolutely get involved.
I'm not, ow. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that.
Oh, that does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
This is your way of giving praise. It was not easy for me to fight him off. It was
I am
easy.
well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me.
Oh, I love Kazuha's voice. It's so softly spoken, and I
This
love
would
it.
be a
It's so nice on
completely
the
senseless
ears.
crime.
Oh?
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
It missed by a mile? What? Oh, it never appeared. Wait, did you try to throw something? Because if so, yeah, it didn't appear.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
I'll check for you if it was just my stream messed up at the wrong moment. Bada bing, bada boom. Activity feed. Yeah, nah, nothing got thrown there.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though.
Yeah, no, Yeti's thing did throw. It did. Unless it's just, let me... It's lined, more or less. Oh, my throat.
Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then.
Oh.
Recently, two people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma. Now there's a familiar name.
Yeah.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. Two grown
we
men
have
going
one of their
missing at the
swords.
same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details.
Isn't that guy Electro? Why is he... No, he's Animo. But, he was able to activate his friend's Electrovision
An accomplished martial artist
and
who is skilled with the blade.
fight off an attack.
Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Consider this favor for Ryuji. We'll investigate both incidents at the same time.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Here we got the... There you are. Amenoma Kageuchi. Amazing. Look at her. Look at her attack. She heals for much. I could probably get a talent up. So if your talents, I need to farm the talent domain. Or,
If it isn't
I need to watch
Kaeda
what
Harakazuha,
characters I had.
what brings you here today?
I'd be surprised if you had 5 stars at AR20.
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedahara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have
Let's
always
go.
been deep
7
links
gigabytes left,
between
let's
the
go.
two clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects. Yes, you may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Let's
Though
go.
all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source,
I like the Iridori
over
Festival.
time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life.
There's no way you had a 6-star weapon because 6-star weapons don't exist in this game.
As for the
If you
art
mean
of the Kaedahara clan,
ascended 6 times, then
believe
yeah,
it's
I can
called
get that.
the Ishin art.
Actually, no, wait, there's no way you could do that because you're too low AR. Yeah, you probably mean a 5-star weapon.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade
Yeah.
and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedahara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
Aw.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
I'm getting comfy. There we go.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse.
Fire?
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality.
Ooh.
He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind.
Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would
I
never draw
probably
his
should have
blade
done this in
without
my
a
own
very good
time.
reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
One thing I don't like about Newer,
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the... Let's pay a visit to
what
the
was I trying to
Nagato
say?
household.
I don't like the newer quests, the newer character quests, because of how like NPC focused they are compared to like Klee's character quest, where you're focused on trying to find the bomb that she buried, or Mona's, where you're trying to get her across from Leela to Mondstadt so that she can meet up with Klee. Like, I love that. I don't love chasing after the actions of an NPC.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we...
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to
Hi,
visit
Fiction.
again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to
Oh,
inform
why
our
are
search.
you holding so much?
With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family?
For example, Paimon's struggling.
That's a long story. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but everything was fine when we first got married. But as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons, even his debt collect. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said,
Whoa!
Ooh.
And that
Damn,
led
this
to
got
an
serious.
actually, it didn't. Generally, you must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
Important to set
Had I not
boundaries.
indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. Amenoma Yuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument, but my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home, now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire. Even though I'm still a little mad at him. We're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, but the information we gathered from the other side suggests Amenoma Yuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
There's
A
a
little
third party
confusing.
involved.
More like completely mystifying.
Let's try a change of scenery. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much.
Bruh, I slept at plenty of time. Why am I yawning? Stinker. Oh yeah, how did you guys like the Game Awards? Because I found it pretty
Based
interesting.
on the information we've
But
gathered
also
so
kind of
far,
bullshit, you know?
I can only surmise
Because
that the sales meeting between
I don't
the
care what
two
anyone
men
says,
was
God of War did
somehow
not
the
deserve that many
catalyst for their
awards.
disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
The Game Awards that happened last night. Less painful than normal.
Paimon was thinking that
Ugh.
maybe someone accidentally
I'm.
knocked over an
They
oil
played The Way of Life from Xenoblade. They played that, and give the OST award to God of War. I want to know 5 tracks that can, at least 1 track that can fucking stand to Xenoblade. Like, I'd understand if it was maybe Elden Ring, you know, or one of the others, but God of War? Really? Yeah, that's the thing. God of War was it was well timed. Like, had it come out at the same time as Elden Ring, it wouldn't have gotten that many votes, but because it just came out, it swept. And I think the same thing happened with The Last of Us 2 years ago. Mostly got minor awards and not a ton of major ones. It's essentially yeah. But the thing is, when it comes down to it, it did not deserve OST. It did not. Like, I could easily accept Elden Ring or any of the others. I was rooting for Xenoblade because, objectively, I feel it has the best out of the bunch. RPG category, I wish Xenoblade, come on. But, again, popularity contest, of course, Elden Ring was going to take that. Game of the year, I'm just glad that God of War didn't take it. I was rooting for Xenoblade, but I understand that Elden Ring took it because what can you do against the video game normies? Yeah, I do agree, it is bullshit. Had it released months earlier, had it released before Xenoblade, it wouldn't. I'm sure it didn't deserve to win, but to pretend like Xenoblade 3 had a chance of winning against the way more popular games would be foolish. Oh, definitely. Like, I had my hopes low that it would win, but I did want to have a little bit of hope, you know? Because of literally the entire soundtrack standing out as much as it does. The main theme, the orchestral, when they started doing the orchestra portion and they played Weight of Life, oh boy. God.
Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
I feel that, Paimon. But yeah, no, I wish there was a category that had Xenoblade, but not neither of the other two. Was there something that they couldn't play Cuphead and couldn't get through the beginning of that? I don't know. I'm finally done 100% the game. I was trying to 100% nice. Let's go. Nothing, never touch it for the rest of your life. Or try to 100% it again in a few years' time. Perhaps the fire was deliberately used to hide the truth. We are still missing crucial information.
I very much agree with you. Working off what we know so far, there are too many things. The chances are that there
Next
are
update,
still
Spring,
some
so waiting
clues
for that.
left
Oh,
for us
have
to
fun.
discover. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered.
I'm gonna cry
while
because
Mr.
new achievement
Nagato
DLC
is
logs.
introverted and
I mean, that just means you don't need to get the achievements then.
Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only... The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes.
Does the scene connect to the case of the
what could have
attacker?
happened, right? Although the time frame seems Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a
Darn! We thought we could get 2 birds with 1 stone here, but at this rate,
No, my Steam profile shows my 2 fave games 100% of. Woo!
Let's keep going, since we've come this far.
Darn.
If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but Where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
I love Inazuma's music.
Shine down.
Ooh, it's thundering. Oh my!
Wait.
I'll run an ad and then I won't progress with this unless you guys really don't give one. If you actually know what's the thing. Want a break from the ads? Subscribe today with Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime or a regular $5 Twitch sub. Fucking yeah, if you are subscribed, then you don't get any ads at all. You also get to fully skip the ad break, all that, and you get access to amazing emotes. Who doesn't want emotes? Come on. Subscribe today. Ad break. Now for all for all the people who didn't get an ad break, hello. You either have subscribed or you have an ad blocker. If you have an ad blocker, why do you hate me? I kid. Yeah, I'm happy for the Hades fans who got to see Hades too. I have not beaten Hades mainly because I suck at video games, unfortunately. Like, I just can't beat it. I suck. I can't beat it. I don't know why. I'm just not gamer enough, you know? Apparently, I'm just not gamer enough. But I know a buff mummy witch. And you were grilling me? And you were grilling me for liking Hot Man? And you're gonna say that? Wow. Horny, bad. Bonk. I will bonk you. SMH. Never played Hades. It's a pretty good game. I might play it at some point because I do have it on Switch. Because I remember I just bought it because why not? Down bad.
I hear something ominous.
But you
in
know
the
what?
wind.
I'll take you looking at a woman over a man that's like double or triple your age. The problem is, will I see it? Maybe. Pause it because why not? Yeah.
Oh, this must be another one of those.
I said
sounds
I
that
just
only
bought
you
it, not
can
I should
hear.
bought it.
As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
I knew we could count on you.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound.
Oh.
But there's
And you
nothing
said just
here.
when my brain said fuck you and type sh.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in.
What fucking cat
It
senses
felt
does he
very much
have?
like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
That's one thing I didn't expect to encounter here.
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Oh. Oh.
So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place. But the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated. Judging from the concentration, I would have...
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used...
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
Surely someone would have noticed.
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he
So what should we...
Step back. I'll open the door and take a
That's
look inside.
dangerous.
If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the You needn't worry. Both...
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
So in the end, it was just a scare. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us!
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy source left this place. 2 ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them.
Cannot afford to delay any
Yes,
longer. Let's go.
If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where. Quiet your mind and focus on what...
Okay, so elemental. Or not. Oh. Oh, hello.
Hey!
What are you? What are you? What are you? You are a trail. Oopsie.
From this point, the trail appears to split into 2. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here, and seems to be dissipating slowly.
Mr. Nagato and Aminoma Yuya.
Quite possibly.
Whoa.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls! They're acting really strangely!
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Easy.
Ugh! Look at this!
By the looks of it, a letter, written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is, well...
I am Nagato. I was wounded by Aminoma Yuya. He took my most precious blade. I chased him but could not catch him. I lay down here to rest on account of my exhaustion. I thought that I might croak right here. My stomach kept on bleeding, but it seems that some strange power sustained me. Why did he steal that blade? I was going to sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse down. Ah, it hurts, but for some reason I can't fall unconscious, so all I can do to distract from the pain is right. What will happen to Sachiko, Yuichi, and Yuji? Sorry to them, I really am, but now do I realize how stuck in my ways I was, and how blind to my obsession I must have been, and how blind to my obsession I must have been cursed. I collected all those strange and bizarre things, but they won me not one iota of happiness or warmth. Put all of it together, and it still wouldn't have been worth a single word from her mouth. Thank you, and sorry for letting you down, Sachiko. Oh, that's just depressing.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Aminoma Yuya wanted to... Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
I'm back to relocated myself in some other clothes. I love that phrase. You relocated yourself into other clothes.
Where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls.
The more important things now.
Right now, if Aminoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately...
Right! So let's get moving!
How did it come to this? It's not in his nature.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected. It seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases...
I believe so. But it's something of an outlet. On with the search.
I do wonder what this has to do with Scaramouche's story of all things. Like, do we see him in this? Because I didn't hear any word of him being featured in this. Oh. Oh, there we go. I just about caught the tail end of that.
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
Oh, that's a change in tone.
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before! What's your problem, huh? What could you
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is, but what if instead of facing Ame no Mayuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
When the D&D PC has high passive perception, that's me! Yeah, my D&D character has pretty high passive perception. I think they do, at least.
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light. Whoa! Surely you...
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to
My wisdom
subtly
is 80,
affect
so it's
any
probably better
living
than Ignacio.
organisms in its vicinity.
I'll check mine later. I think mine was like fairly high. But I don't know. But Alice should have pretty good.
The blade has resided in Mr.
She is
Nagato's
about to
warehouse
jump
for
sniffy
many
sniff.
years, affecting his state of mind,
Ooh,
and
excuse
more
me.
recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Ame no Mayuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many years ago, I was forged by a famed blade as a descendant of the Kaedehara clan.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was... And sure enough, in the end...
You're
he
confused
achieved what he had set
about
out
what?
to do. All of his life's work,
What
his
are
wisdom,
the...
his skill. It culminated in
What?
his creation of me.
The...
He not only bestowed upon me the greatest
Oh, the
of
names?
strength,
Yeah,
but
no,
also
these
endowed
are
me with a
names that you
consciousness of my
kind of
own.
more or less know if you had played the event that this calls back on.
In her conceit,
But, yeah,
the Raiden
you...
Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
Yeah, a lot of these names fall back to an event that happened a while back.
So... swords? Can be
Yeah, there is...
conscious?
there are story events.
Control people?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as
Yeah.
a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Ah, so Ame no Mayuya was... Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve. When they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line.
You're
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun. Kaedehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come.
Ooh, boy.
Now, give your body over to me!
This is gonna be fun.
Into the wind.
Submit to me!
Stabilize!
There is no escape.
committed to memory.
You shall rewrite history!
Quietly.
Join me and sever the divine light!
What set does he have? Please have a good set. Please have a good set. No, he does not have a good set.
Everyone hold hands.
I thought he'd at least have an animal set, you know?
Or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose. It is this body that is... Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will.
And we'll smash you into
The
pieces.
end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art, but from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
Ooh, my face is itchy.
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Amenoma Yuya's body, if you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you?
Yeah, pretty
On
much.
his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the In that regard, why would I...
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed accursed, now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to read.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you.
Ooh.
You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for... I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a...
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal.
You returned to Inazuma
The game
to
is
prove
bright,
the
yep.
unparalleled brilliance of Ishin
It's an
art.
actual flashbang when
But
you
to make
first
this
open it.
arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed up even if you were to sever that divine light. Is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired? Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool! I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream, and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kai.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet. And
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blade. Once we have dealt with them.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
So risky strategy, you're dealing with a cursed blade that can possess people.
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya. The cursed blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it.
But even so...
Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me.
And I love that expression. He's
We
so
have a
cute.
chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
Right,
Your
fine.
disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are... Now, take me in your hand.
Kazuha?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's all right. So far, this was as I expected.
Something feels off to let me know immediately.
I will. Thank you.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, if a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Wait a minute. Paimon remembers hearing since the Takatsukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
That should fit the bill.
All right.
What about Amenoma Yuya?
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
And here we see the wild stink in her natural habitat. Hello, Stinky Rain. Hello.
Okay, fine. Just
How are you? How was class? How was everything? Wait, what? New waypoint? What? Waypoint where? Fuck. Ooh, that's good. Oh, let's go. I keep forgetting about line. Jesus. Oh, I need to climb that. No, I don't. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me I need to climb that. I do not want to. Kringer. I just forget. Oh no.
Shine down.
There we go. Oh, here. Okay. It's not too far. By the way, I have a few questions for you after stream. Okay. Just DM it to me and then, yeah, I'll be able to answer as is. There we go. I will do this. Oh, wait.
Leave everything on this journey to me.
Oh god, Kazuha.
Let's get down to business.
The wind knows me.
The fairy.
Zuman, yay!
Finally, let's get down to business.
One with nature.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
There we go. There we go. Easy. Easy gaming.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Interesting. Any chests? Did I see a chest? Ooh, chest. Primogems. Thank you for the Primogems. Alright, missed it, but I will annoy you after stream. Let's go!
It's my lucky day.
Into the wind. One with nature. Into the wind.
To the fairy. It's my lucky day.
Clouds high.
The birds
Let's go!
The wind knows me. It's fine.
Whew, easy. Easy gaming. Yep, apply rainy.
Something's up with the blade.
Grown dimmer.
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. He cannot hold out much longer.
But what would that do to
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily.
Ooh,
He's still trying to achieve his goal.
interesting. Are there any chests here? Any spare Primogems, good sir? I have a hot man with muscles I am trying to get. Oh, Primogems! Hello.
Time to go. One with nature. Time to go. Into the wind.
as one with wind and cloud.
One with nature.
Easy. Easy gaming.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again.
Perhaps this time we'll finally have a chance to see.
True form? What are you talking about? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk.
The wear and tear is severe. It really looks like it's about to break. Oh lord.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy.
Will he listen to you though the truth is right there in front of him?
I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you, but regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that?
Here they are! Take them down!
Oh,
Where do they keep coming from?
you shouldn't fight with this blade anymore.
Yep, we can help.
Don't worry. I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the same.
It's my lucky day.
Wind knows me.
There we go. Ow. Owie.
End you!
No, it won't.
One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Into the wind.
There we go. Easy game.
You fought way better with your own sword.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, no one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you...
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most need skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived
My
from
brain
the
went
power
to the
of
same place, hon.
Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Ameno. I feel a great sense of regret for you. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only... You have known this for a long time.
He gave me everything. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, do not worry. How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
Oh.
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm.
Ooh. Interesting. I love the little faint
When I touched the
melody
hilt
you
for
can
the
hear
first
from
time,
Nahida when she runs around.
it's as if I was transported to a strange... A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed. A newly forged blade lay by his side.
Wow. That was the blade's memory.
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge. Not to vent his he felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again, so he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly.
So that's the truth. But after that, the blacksmith...
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power, this blade has committed unforgivable atrocities. But yes, time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubborn. He seems to have calmed down, though.
Let's see. How is he handling?
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my forging like it was. I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his, but darkness and slaughter numb the mind. Over time, not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement.
Oh, we probably need to beat this so that we can know. Daramusha's okay.
But I still cannot bring myself to forsake
Okay,
his
so this is
ambition.
for everyone to do, even if you have done the Irodori Festival.
So, may I?
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too?
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what my physical form as well.
His attitude hurt. What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, alas, after that, nor have I ever had the chance to prove my fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were mere. You are a fine warrior. I would.
Oh?
I will release Amenoma Yuya and restore his consciousness. He must have plenty of reasons to both hate.
Understood. Then let's start by waking.
Oh. Amenoma finally regained consciousness. Party explains the situation to him.
He used my body to inflict harm on others. I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement, if a duel can help to set this state of affairs, I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this...
All right, then let's move. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't... In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Let's go! Ooh, chest. Ooh. Primogem. Primogems. Is there anything up here? Let's go. Ow, my wrist hurts. Over here. Oh, that was my wrist clicking, for anyone wondering.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash.
That was much more relaxation.
We still can't let our guard still. Even if he's way... Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ish.
Successor of Amenoma art.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Ooh, is this gonna be a full cutscene? Oh, no.
One with nature. Time to go. Into the wind. Time to go. Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows me.
Oh, this is a slow battle.
One with nature.
Sir, where are you? You dodged my attack that probably would have killed you, you bastard. There we go.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, his sense of savage cruelty has completely...
You also fought well. There are a few things that I shall leave him to.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness.
Nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim. It is too late for—
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone, and not
There goes
let
my
them
neck.
stain the legacy of Ishin art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy I beseech you.
Yes. I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the—
Thank you. Success.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like to maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to go?
I'm not sure, but I—
Oh, let's go.
Hey!
Let's go.
It's Yuya! You have returned!
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all—
Tell Amon and Toga of the various things that happen.
A
Let's go.
prized Ishin blade. Turned weapon. Considering their forging philosophy, but I have some good news as well. Ryuji,
Really?
Ooh.
Is he?
yes, badly and now that Yuya is back, it seems—
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
What? No way! Hasn't
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And I have decided to let him do it.
I trust his judgment.
Thank you. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin.
Cutscene?
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable.
Ooh.
But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean—
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his very wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Ooh.
Rest in peace.
Oh, that's a pretty sword. It really does suit him.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions. Only in the final moments, before—
Seems like he really
the same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes. I
You're dangerous, yeah.
Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than—
Oh.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you—
Wait!
Let's go.
Shouldn't we—
Oh, you're right. And it's also time to give him a
After this, I don't think I can even do... maybe I can do a bit of the Archon quest. I can at least start on it. I can start on it and then... Oh, you're standing here. I still don't get this statue. It does not look like the Raiden Shogun. It really doesn't. Like, especially in the face. It looks like way too young, and the hair also doesn't match her. It looks more like Lumine.
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanoma Yuya should conclude.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
God Dogan Farazan. Let's go.
Then we
That's
needn't
nice.
recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon crafted by means of a series of fortuitous events. I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to
I don't know
study
what that means, but I guess
and pass on
not.
the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see. I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths. So it is, were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well, I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the shogunate's assistance...
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to?
As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy. Like, about these descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace else? And as for your brother... so many questions. Let's go find Nahida and see what else we can find out.
All kind of. Hello. That was loud. Why was that so loud? Hello, welcome, welcome. Right, I'm gonna do my not artifact, talent materials. I'm gonna farm the talent materials today, and then gonna move on to the Archon quest. Now that I finally got Kaza's quest out of the way. Oh fuck. Woo. Hey, time to destroy. Yeah, how you doing, Derp? I hope you're doing well. Hope your morning is good. You get to finally enjoy the weekend.
I see everything. Make yourselves at home.
Order guide you.
Busted.
Hey!
Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape.
Easy. And I got all my ults back. Easy game. I need to, however, farm some crystal flies at some point. I had like a lot, but now I've just run out slowly. I keep waking up at 5 AM. Oh god, that's not fun. Are you at least getting like a decent amount of sleep? Like you're sleeping early and then waking up at 5 AM, or are you just like wake up at 5 AM and then like napping later in the day to make up for it?
This is order.
Here comes the catch. Now you shall perish.
Let's leave her alone.
Quietly now.
I'm sleeping like 11 or oh, that's not nice. That is very much not nice. I feel that though. I remember for some reason I used to have a problem where I just randomly wake up at like god awful hours in the night. I still sometimes do that, but yeah, it's not fun. I feel you there. Take a nap somewhere yeah.
Solidify.
Hey,
I will have order.
make yourselves at home.
No, don't climb.
Things are about to get dicey.
Torn to oblivion.
There we go. Yeah, that sucks. I hope that you can get like a better like night's sleep. Wake up at a normal time. Because that does sound horrible. Fun fact, I have had like horrendous sleep schedules. It's not fun. So yeah, I fully understand.
Order guide you.
Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom.
Illusion shattered.
I remember I used to take a bunch of naps just because it was awful.
I see everything.
Shine.
Grow.
Easy game. I didn't get Yelan's ult back, so that sucks. Condensed resin. I used to not even have a sleep schedule. Oh god, yeah, I also feel that. My days in university, I didn't have a proper sleep schedule.
Let's leave her alone. Share my knowledge.
There is no escape. Busted.
Hey,
Now you shall perish.
Like, what I had during university just wasn't a sleep schedule. Like, will I, you know, go to bed at 1 AM? Will I go to bed at 1 PM? Will I go to bed at 3 AM? Will I wake up at 3 PM?
commit it to memory.
And I remember I tried like so many times to try to reset my sleep schedule. It was awful. It was so awful. Yeah, I fully understand that. Didn't lay down at different times of the day and suddenly wake up an hour later. Oof. Yeah, because, oh god. My history with like just trying to get decent nights of sleep is... Ugh. Because I remember like during university, I'd just have random bouts of insomnia and my body was like, yeah, you're not sleeping. Enjoy. Okay, where does this Sanctuary Surastana? Got it. Yeah, I remember it was like, oh, am I sleeping at like 3 AM? I'm not. Okay, guess I'm staying up. Guess I'm staying up until 11 PM, go to class, since it was online.
Suggestions,
so.
please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here.
It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay! That means facts and logic.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tatara Suna mystery. When so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
I love his accent.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person.
The best one I had was staying up till 6 a.m. then realizing I have class in an hour. Oh no! Oh, I think the closest I had to that was oh god, I remember it was I was meant to be like spending the day with my family. Like luckily we weren't going anywhere. I was just staying in the house. But it was like gonna be us eating and everything like all together. I had left the city where I was staying in just to go home and stay with him for like a weekend. And oh god, I remember for some reason I just could not sleep. I was tossing and turning. I just could not sleep. So yeah, I pulled an all-nighter and fell asleep at like 2 p.m. It was awful.
I want to write my essay
I
on
think the closest
something
I've gone to an
interesting,
all-nighter
and
with
I'm
class
interested in getting to the bottom
is
of all this.
like
That's the
physically
only
going
reason
into
I came to
class.
you.
Back before lockdown, I had like random insomnia for about a week or so. I remember I was getting like 2 hours of sleep for like 3 days. I wasn't sleeping at all. It was awful. And like I didn't feel rested either. So it was like 2 hours of sleep, 3 days. I was going to college with that. So it was like 6 hours of class. And then, yeah, it was awful. I wanted to die.
Yes, you came to me. So all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
Who is he voiced by? I feel like I've heard it before.
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? But that's all the way in Inazuma. Is it just Paimon or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here is just going about their business. Maybe it really is just Paimon.
Let's go listen in.
Great. Let's go find out what this
Interlude chapter. I like total 3 hours of sleep over 3 days back in high school.
And your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper. If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about her, this seems like the kind of thing she'd know
because of
about.
the commute to school. Oh. Looking for me?
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
If you don't believe me, I'll go.
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started
before it runs out of the battery midstream.
Examining the evidence. Sorry.
There we go.
Oh, Sawada, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so our social skills are kind of lacking.
Non-grass touches in my Genshin game.
Traveler.
Fit right in with the
you've helped
community.
Many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatara Suna?
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact...
I see.
Sorry, can't help this time.
My teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get in.
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatara Suna.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive or a first
Grass
read?
touching. Oh god. It's you say that, but the thing is, It's sad. I don't leave the house. It's really bad, and it's probably why I'm gonna get super sick when I go to
Fair
Scotland.
point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Let me give you some background. This all started with the discovery of some, but in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down. The records also mention a kabuki mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger. Someone who...
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This kabuki mono lived in Tatarasuna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens?
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked
Stop shouting!
This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the Government Records Office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago. Even back then, Tatarasuna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Oh, I recognize that name.
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in this story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans?
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin
this
art.
gets messy.
Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of...
The Kaidahara clan?
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
There's more?
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most...
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the kabuki mono was not a human, but a puppet.
A puppet?
Scaramouche. Shogun puppet. The Electro Archon maid should be ruling Inazuma with her as we speak. It couldn't be her. The kabuki mono has to be the balladeer, but what was he doing 400 years ago in Tatarasuna?
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
Clara Paimon, I hope she keeps her mouth shut.
No! Paimon just meant...
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
Spied laborers. Blah, blah, blah. This is such a long fucking story. I don't... Hello! Oh, look! Thank you for the follow! Hello! I don't get any less scared when someone follows me and they just get shit thrown at me. God. Hello! Welcome, welcome. I'm just gonna skim read this. There's so much to this. Yeah, exactly. It's just a wall of text. Come on. I'm just skim reading this because there's just so much.
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well.
Oh my god, no. Bro. Me with text, I'm reading that, or I'm happy for you. Oh, yep. It's like that. I'm not reading all that. I'm happy for you, or I'm sorry that happened.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. How about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions.
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up?
This guy
Pretty sure you've
even
gone
written
from
an essay.
to guessay there.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you
That
seem to
wasn't
be
an essay, that was a
suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
That was way too much for me to even fucking care to read.
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess.
Can't wait for
Give me
Alhaitham.
some
I need
time.
him. Same. I
need to find a
can't
new
wait
angle
to
on
get
this.
him. I'm oh god. I'm worried because I only have 60 wishes and 15 pity.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay.
That gives me soft pity at least, so I have a chance.
Alright, thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please
So I
do
just
let
need to
me know.
either lose
Thanks so
50-50
much.
within the next 10 pulls, or get really fucking lucky and win 50-50.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh? After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it?
Getting lucky. I'm trying. Please. I tried. Okay, I spent 150 wishes on Nahida. 150, technically 160. I had to get to soft pity twice. It was so bad. It was so horrible. This game is so mean. Oh, there he is.
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by over there. It looked like balladeer. No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and
I thought he was in a coma. Hello, Nahida. Keep the puppet under control. Why is he running around? I did like 11 pulls on Arknights yesterday and got like a 5-star and 6-star. Oh, I can't remember the last time I got a 6-star in Arknights, though to be fair I haven't done much pulling. Oh wait, no, the last 6-star I got I think was either Mountain or Golden Glow. And Golden Glow is currently really helping in CC. I love it. Nahida! And the Balladeer!
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida, bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah, it's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey, what are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed
Come
to
on.
be locked up?
She's not tiny.
I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me.
A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumera would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Oh, I love him. Oh my god.
That escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down?
I'm sorry, Nahida.
But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Garamush, will he do the Fandango though? Oh, I love that his boss fight theme is called Ominous Fandango, so I guess he does do the Fandango. this quest made me like him a lot. Yeah, I have high hopes because I already love his energy.
As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal, even with the Balladeer.
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yeah, exactly. She made a deal with the doctor of all people.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond.
Wait a second. Former? You mean he's not a Harbinger anymore?
I mean, he did run away with the chess piece. Fucking what's it called?
I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
So he tossed you out like trash.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you.
No, sis, that's a word.
Most
I can't believe I
human
forgot that.
relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the Harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
Really? What a crying shame.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him!
Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
One thing that really bothers me is Nahida's voice acting, because you can tell from the mic, like, it sounds a bit filtered. Like, there's no bass to her voice. It's gone. The bass in her voice is gone, and it sounds so airy, so it doesn't fit when everyone else is talking.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
I don't know if you guys hear it, but it bothers me.
Are you serious about this?
It wasn't in, like, the previous versions. It's in this specifically.
I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
For me?
Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and should be able to find it more quickly.
What if he lies to you?
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him!
I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all.
Go.
Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
Thank you, Nahida. Finally, an Archon that's actually trying to help us.
It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned.
Oh boy.
Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
To be able to help.
Great. Thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Wow, it looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Ooh. So pretty, oh my god.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Nahida sent me to babysit you.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smart!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something.
Nahida!
In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I know there are many grievances between you on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Understood.
Fine, let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going. Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! The snark on this guy! It's unbearable!
There's no need for all the biting sarcasm. Asshole.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
Ooh.
Is this a small sapling? Ugh! Darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him!
I do wonder.
Wow! So this is the inside of Irminsul.
It's different than what I imagined.
Ooh!
Oh, that's
Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Shut up.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Same.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so say we did go running off in here. What would happen? What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
Ooh. Oh. This area is so pretty. Oh my god.
Things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
Location change. Looks like we've been transported to another path. I see. I didn't touch that one.
It looks the same in every direction.
This is indeed unusual, but it seems that the Balladeer is... Oh, I didn't get to read that.
No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
He's just slightly taller than us, I just realized.
We're here.
What a huge tree!
It's the center of Irminsul. All the information in the world is flowing through
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
Ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
He hasn't put any resistance, and he seems good at working on the front line. Maybe he had a similar role in the Fatui. First Akaba and Sawada stories, and now this. What a strange individual.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk?
Nahida? Is this a telepathic conversation?
Yes. I've also invited Paimon to join.
It's like a fucking party chat.
What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
Guessing that you don't want us to disturb the Balladeer.
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this
cute.
once in a while.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great. So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
Yes, and he seems to excel at doing odd jobs for others.
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers.
I imagine that when he uses his elemental skill, his hair will glow the same way as it does for the Raiden Shogun. Is this about his past, the betrayals, and other events in Inazuma?
Well done. Smart and attentive as always.
Nahida got that secret Discord voice call. True. Actually, I caught a glimpse of a few things when I ran into Hypatia at Pardis DI. Relate what you saw in the Balladier's mind while in Pardis DI.
So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, It's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that?
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes. I know about all of that.
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
You tell Nahida about the story Akaba and Sawada are writing.
Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
Ooh.
So the Gesse got it right?
The Gesse.
Well,
I love that name.
right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
We have every right to keep certain things confidential. Like me for real.
Well, of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait! How did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you.
Every conversation with you is hard work, but your attitude is better than I thought.
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh? Wait.
Huh?
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Oh.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You...
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatarasuna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
Name: Neo was the man in charge at Tatarasuna. Plus, he belonged to the lineage of Ishin art. Whoa.
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatarasuna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village. People are gainfully employed. Their lives have purpose. They are motivated. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatarasuna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by my...
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And you allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now every piece of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatarasuna's key consultants, working right here alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly responsible for the changes in our manufacturing and forging methods.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma. And it has been my great honor to befriend—
So you say, Escher. But is this really the truth?
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate.
Ooh, so they're having basically their own industrial revolution and it's
recently,
turning for the worst.
As you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from— None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun. This is our last hope. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine. Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside.
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act. We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatarasuna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well. At least for the It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity. And what I seek in Tatarasuna.
Did you... If you kill me, there's no one who...
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But...
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity.
Oh my god.
I'm a Fatui Harbinger. Call me the Doctor.
The Fatui? Who? What do you...
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
Oh.
That's it.
Boy.
That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
That's fucked up.
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa and I see him as one of us. He has nothing to prove to anyone. Because not everyone just wants to use other people.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa, already dead. What a pity. Jester, I have completed the task you gave me, creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
Oh, that's gonna absolutely break him.
Hey, are you alright?
Dottore. Dottore! Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic but why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
Betrayal was a lie. That he has believed for hundreds of years. Was this part of the doctor's experiment? If the betrayal never happened, it existed only for his imagination. But where does this leave him?
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now.
Let's go up there.
You need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Ooh, that is fucked up.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as the mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject.
Hydrate, I shall.
After the events you just saw in that
Oh,
memory,
my back went
the
crunch.
doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process.
Oh, okay.
was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it had protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's terrible.
Being betrayed and abandoned by a close friend is sure to cause great resentment. Now that we know what was behind his decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokunin 100 years ago. But it doesn't mean that vengeance was the right decision.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
Tottori, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Oh, a while later?
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend.
We just want to make sure this doesn't affect the plan.
It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here.
Yeah! Oh my god, it's been a while!
But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records about the
let's
Descenders.
go! You finally have time to be
Anyone
here.
who comes from beyond
It's
this
great.
world is not counted as
Oh,
part
it's
of
been so
Tibet.
long. Thanks for that, Abby.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Not unexpected, but still, thank you.
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest...
Huh? About what?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was his first destination when he arrived in this world.
Oh, but now it's time for a regularly timed word from our sponsor. Let's go! I've missed this. I won't proceed on with the story till the ad break is over, so don't worry about missing anything for anyone who is engaged in the story. I love playing with the Santa hat because I just get to move and then it does that, you know? I really hope that one day I can make like a V-Bridger model or something. Oh my god, I just realized my scarf has physics. Oh, that's so cool. Good physics. Yeah, let's go. Also, welcome back from the ad break, everyone who got one. Okay. Apparently Conio was first destination when he arrived.
Plus, he only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
The jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your brother for a time.
Huh?
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Oh.
What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
What do you want to know?
Give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside your head?
Are you trying to brainwash me?
No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most,
Pie
all I
was
can do is
face.
exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
Wait, why would you ask that?
Done.
Huh? What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
Nothing. I was just thanking her for helping me.
Ooh. That look, did you see me hesitate? But that was because I know about Greater Lord Rukadevata.
So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
I didn't even get to fucking read that.
Going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
Huh?
From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabuki Mono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow.
Oh my god.
Oh no, he's really gone.
Oh, can you hear me?
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here.
Oh,
even
this
though
is fucked.
I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
I am loving the story.
We're out! And we're
this is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
No, I want to help you. Isn't there anything I can do?
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before?
Paimon doesn't remember Great Lord Rukkhadevata, and the Balladeer's question was a strange one. It's hard to explain in full, and the truth might be very distressing for Paimon. I'll skip the part about Great Lord Rukkhadevata for now and focus on the Balladeer. Paimon about the Balladeer asked you and what he might have been planning.
He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible!
It's not easy, that's for sure.
Right! You can't just rewrite history! All that stuff happened already in real life! It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it!
Yeah, great example.
So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Oh, Paimon's so confused.
Maybe he wants to erase himself from history.
Huh?
Oh.
Sorry, Paimon accidentally... It's the Balladeer's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress. But
yes, it's his fault.
Erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
I'm just guessing here.
Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working. Ugh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Indeed, if the Balladeer does erase himself from Irminsul, many people in Inazuma will be affected. I can't imagine what that situation would look like. Worst case scenario, it will affect everyone with a connection to the Raiden Gokuden, Kazuha, Ayaka, Ayato. Will this mean that they'll disappear?
There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight.
Oh, me neither.
So, how about, we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things? Heck, if that doesn't work, Paimon's probably gonna collapse of anxiety here. Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Andrean chili chicken! Also, Adeptus Temptation golden shrimp.
Out like a light. Huh? Paimon, what's wrong?
What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about. What was it again?
You were getting so worried about the situation with the Balladeer that you started listing foods.
The Balladeer? Is that a food
Oh no.
Weird name, though.
Paimon doesn't remember the Balladeer. That must mean he actually pulled it off. How did he have that ability? This doesn't make sense.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said?
No, it's nothing.
So, the Balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
Really happening? I need to know what else has changed. Paimon, come with me.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
I want to go back to Inazuma.
Huh? Fine by
Now's not the time to
Like this is an
explain.
emergency.
Holy shit. No fucking way he actually does it. Oh my god. Bruh, there's no way. There is no way. There's no way. There's absolutely no way he actually did it. There's...
Crumble!
Shine down. Yeah. Just wait for me to look. Yeah. Committed to nip.
Quake!
There we go. Ooh, good materials. Thank you very much. Jesus, is he actually? Oh my god, this. Oh god, Oh god, I am struggling for words. I am struggling. But I definitely have to say, this story is reminding me why I really, really like Scaramouche. Yeah, what a plan. Fucking... But I do wonder, how does he know about, the whole thing? It's probably going to be explained, but oh well, we'll see. We'll find out. I think, however, for now, I am going to go ahead and end stream. I have found someone to raid. We shall go ahead and raid them. And I will go ahead and rest up in preparation for tomorrow. If you don't know, tomorrow I am going to be doing like a big... I'm going to be doing a bit of an earlier stream where I do a bunch of... I do a bunch of like sketch commissions that people who have donated to Thankmas have redeemed. If you would like to receive your own sketch commission donation, donate to Thankmas over at the link that has been appearing over in chat. If you donate through my link and it appears on stream, and then you just message me or on Twitter or just put it into the message for the stream donation, then put what you want, put it in there. I'll be working on it tomorrow. I'll be here next week for more ads. Gotta get you more cash. Let's go. There's a Thankmas link. Yeah. Hey. I'm gonna go ahead and end stream now. Thank you everyone who came by for today's stream. I appreciate it as always. Thank you so much for the followers, just the enjoyment. It was really fun. I'm hyped for this this Archon quest. I'm hopefully gonna continue it on Monday. If you don't know me though, I stream every day except Wednesdays and Saturdays, but this Saturday is an exception. I will stream this Saturday for art, with art, but I won't stream Sunday. But I will continue my regular schedule on Monday. Please stick around for the raid, show them some love in their chat, maybe give them a follow, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the Thankmas stream. Bye bye!